What up? It's at St. Lord 57, sober, celibate, saved. Oh my god. So I know I look a hot mess. That's because today was supposed to be a lazy day. I was supposed to stay in bed all day. But, of course not. That's okay. It was good and productive. I'm super stoked right now for, well, multiple reasons. But, like, for one, I'm super grateful that I updated my resume. And I put more things on there. And it'll raise questions that I'm prepared to answer. But the field that I want to work in, I know will appreciate the vulnerability of my resume, right? For example, my DV class. And I also, like, our exam fee got approved, our voucher fee. So I'll be scheduling my exam for my peer support specialist next week. I saw that on Saturday there's a worship at the Capitol, so I'm super stoked about that. But also, I got another call today. So yesterday's interview didn't go that great, but no harm, no foul. It's only because, like, I got a DUI 7 years ago, but was charged 5 years ago, because it happened, like, during, like, COVID time, so it was a constant continuance in the courts anyways. So the particular job I applied for would be working directly with, like, clients that are special needs and disabilities and are going to need lots of transportation. And so obviously that wasn't going to work out. So that's fine though, because I've been getting like an interview or two a week since I started back on my job search. I don't want to give up on that other job. And I just have to, I'm waiting for like the more paperwork from the background check from DSS. But I trust in God and I trust in the process, and it doesn't hurt to throw more lines out into the water. Higher chances of catching fish, right? Catch something. So, but today I'm super excited because I got a phone call to do an interview basically as an advocate and as a care team for foster kids, to help better meet the foster kids where the foster parents are, or adopted family, etc. And so I'm super excited about that because, like, I always joke around here, and I even told our CEO here at St. John's, I was like, I'm going to be back and I'm going to be the case manager for the kids. And I think everybody here knows how well I do with kids of all ages, and they kind of just gravitate towards me. And I just love kids, you know what I mean? Like, I had a really hard childhood, and I grew up, like, voluntarily raising my siblings. I mean, yeah, we had our parents, but, our parents were going through their own thing, and, I just took on that role as protector, right? Because those are my babies, those are my little sisters, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was my job. But also, like, I had lots of friends that had siblings, and so we were always watching their siblings and taking care of their siblings, and their siblings became my siblings. And kids are really important to me. Just having the childhood I had and the things I went through as a toddler into, childhood, young teen, teenager, I went through a lot, and there are things that happen to us and all types of stuff, and I just really relate to kids, and I really want to be there for them. And it's because, like, I also am a parent. I'm a parent who's struggled, you know what I'm saying? And it's really hard to be, success is in the eye of the beholder, right? And we all want to be successful parents, right? Like, we all want to meet the needs of our kids. Like, I love my children, but I also, like, I've struggled as a parent. I've struggled being a human being in this world and overcoming obstacles and not having healthy coping skills, and my children being caught in the crossfire. I've endured domestic violence, and I've been in unhealthy relationships, and I've been in unsuccessful relationships, and I've also been, I've also not loved myself, and I also didn't practice self-care. So I really want to be able to, I just want to work with kids to be able to like breach that barrier where, you know, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise children, and it's really hard when you're a parent in that moment to provide. Sometimes it's easier for some people to provide emotionally. Sometimes it's easier for people to provide in monetary means, and sometimes it's hard for people to provide physically, but they are emotionally or financially available. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have all of those qualities and be able to maintain them, especially if you have had have faced a lot of struggles and had a rough life. It's it can be difficult to be able to provide those for our kids the way that we really want to. And I want to be able to be somebody that these kids can talk to, because sometimes we don't have that relationship with our parents. We haven't created that relationship with our parents, or we don't have parents. We don't have present parents. We might have physical parents. We don't have present parents. We might have like biological parents, but we don't have parents, you know what I'm saying, raising us. And so I want to be able to help breach that barrier, between kids and moms and dads who are struggling in this world. Like, I would love to be able to give back. I would love to be able to be there for parents and for moms, like, to because it sucks when you're a mom. It's like, I can only speak from a mom point of view, right? Like, or a woman's point of view, but like, it sucks as a parent, like, when you are just struggling and you know where you're messing up, or where you're lacking, and you just are, maybe you don't know where to go, maybe you don't know how to figure it out, maybe you don't have the perspective to know, like, and you might not have a community behind you to help you with these kids, with your kids. And but also with kids, sometimes, like, as parents, when our parents are so stressed out, they aren't emotionally available. They're, and they don't feel like they're present. They might physically be there. They might be going to get up and go to work. There might be food, they might have made the dinners, but I can't talk to them, or I can't sit with them, or we don't have like a relationship. And so, life can be better if those things can be caught early. If you can have a village early in your life, I feel like, you'll have a better grip on what's to come, because life is hard. But also, when you have children, and then your children have children, and if the cycle, if you have like a healthy, generational coping skills, like healthy, like, having a village, having support, knowing how to love yourself and love your children at the same time, and knowing where to go when you need help to get through, what this world requires, money and shelter and food and all these things, right? It would have made a whole difference in my life. But I'm grateful for the way my life has gone, because I am who I am today, and I know what I know today, and I can help people today. I can help kids today. I can, no matter when or how or what, when, like, I can be with my children every day again. And when that relationship can be, mended, or when it comes time for them to, when they are not in such a youthful age, and they start asking questions, they start going through things, like, there's lots of support I'll be able to provide them. And, to just, catch it as early as possible. I'm catching it as early as possible, And so, I'm super excited about that. And I'm super excited about tomorrow. There being like a worship at the Capitol. I just feel like lots of good things are happening. Like, lots of good energy. Like, I'm really excited. Like, I even got up out of bed and I had to run to the office and tell a couple staff members about it. And, I love these people. I love what they do, and I love that I can go talk to them, and they're encouraging and supportive, and you know what I'm saying? And it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. I'm just so excited. Even if this opportunity doesn't, even if it doesn't work out, right? I'm just so excited that I'm getting these calls. I'm so excited that, that I'm doing something and these calls are coming in, and the interviews are happening, and I'm getting closer to getting my foot in the door of what it is I want to do and the difference I can make. So, I'm also about to do a tarot card reading. So I just think it's been a while. I just want to see. So at St. Lord 57, please be safe, be kind, and pray for me. Just I'm going to be praying, and just please pray for me. I really would love this opportunity. I really think I can make a difference. So, yeah. At St. Lord 57, be safe and be kind. And go to the Capitol tomorrow, May 23rd, from 2 to 7. I'm for sure going to be there. Probably going to take light rail, so I don't have to worry about parking my car. But I am going to be there. So